Zar's awakening has came, and so have I. Even with it being 2 years late. And it's not buffed in any way, shape, or form, which I wasn't expecting it to be. And I guess this will be a very momentous occasion for all of us veteran players out there, especially ones who played during the year 1 of Grand Summoners, because you guys all remembered Ganon and one of the best units for the Ganon fight whenever he first came back in 2018, before he was even awoken, and you could only get his 5-star unit to max luck and all that. The best attacker to bring to that fight was Zar. There was no one else that was even close to being as good as Zar. So this unit holds a lot of memories for a lot of people. Definitely is a throwback, gives me somewhat of a nostalgia feeling. Not really, but a little bit. And of course, you know, you guys can expect some showcases, videos on him, all that type of stuff, because Zar is a unit that even I share some memories with. I really did like this unit whenever he came out. A lot of people called him trash, including myself, because I thought he was a little bit too selfish. But looking back at it, he was a really strong unit for the current state of the game back then. But with Zar's Awakening coming out, it kind of got me an idea, or something that I feel like might happen in GS next year due to JP turning 5 years old, just because I feel like at this point it's bound to happen, and if it doesn't, I'll be more surprised than anything. And that is possibly another step in Awakening beyond just Awoken 5 stars. And what I mean by this is like something like an EZA system from Dokkan, or a Zenkai Awakening system from Legends, or the Realization system from like Dissidia, or even Super Awakening from like 7 Deadly Sins. I feel like at some point GS is going to step into that realm and call it like Ultimate Awakening or something else, where you can take your units a step further and possibly get 6 stars on them instead of just 5, or do some just to make units stronger. Because the thing about that to me is that I don't really mind that, as long as you don't take like an FFBE route or a Zenkai Awakening route. As long as it's something similar to like EZAs or the EX Plus system in Dissidia, that's what would make me like the happiest. Because some of these older units just really aren't cutting it, especially with these buffs that they're getting. So I kind of feel like that there may be something like that coming, especially with the 5-year anniversary coming out next year. I feel like they're gonna want to shake up the meta, you know, do something crazy. So I don't know, I have a really good hunch about this, and I really feel like that's gonna happen. Of course, not confirming anything. I have no connection to anybody on the Next Ninja staff or Good Smile or anything like that. It's just a thought that popped in my head, and I was like, you know what, for some reason I feel like that could possibly happen. And also it couldn't happen, because at the end of the day that really wouldn't make the money, especially if it's tied to gameplay, because like, oh okay, they summon for the unit, then they have to go grind like whatever stage or whatever to get the next step in their awakening after they became a Awoken 5-star to make them like a 6-star or something. You have to go fight like all these giant bosses, gather tons of fragments or something of the sort, to of course then Super Awakening, Ultimate Awakening, whatever they would call the feature, if that ever did come to GS. If you guys consider subscribing yet, some of you guys may not be subscribed to this channel, and it only takes 2 seconds. You just gotta click that red button and boom, you subscribe. Of course, you can always unsubscribe whenever you want to, but why not just click subscribe, especially if you're interested in Grand Summoners at the current moment, because that way all my videos instantly go to your sub box. You can even turn on the notification bell if you're really that dedicated, instead of having to type in my name or type in Grand Summoners instantly on the search bar, because your boy OP is your one-stop shop for everything GS. And also, you can click that like button too if you want to. We're almost at the 4.0 update. I don't know if you guys actually know what this means, but apparently this is when Awoken Reyes is supposed to come, is with the 4.0 update. And we're currently on like 3.9.3. So we're actually almost there. We could possibly be seeing Awoken Reyes, or the god form of Reyes, within the next year on Global GS or the Japanese version of GS. I kind of hope that's when it will be released, because that's what a lot of people were saying, that we won't get it till version 4.0. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that. I just thought I'd throw that in there because I saw it and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff happening later on this week for GS, man. We had the Christmas versions of Slime coming out. I'll be having to show you a summon on that. Be having showcases for Zar and some other stuff going on with Zar whenever he drops with his awakening, because I'm pretty excited for it and I really want to test him out in different team comps. And to be honest with you, that's pretty much the end of this video. I don't really have anything to talk about at the moment, because the only other 2 things that I have working on are gonna take me a little bit longer to work on than just a day or 2, because there's a lot of information I need to give off in some of those videos. So yeah, I just didn't want to leave you guys hanging without a vid today, so here's a video for you. There you go. Tell me down below though if you guys are excited for the Zar Awakening or not. Me personally, I'm pretty ecstatic. Of course, he's not going to be insane, but if I ever get a max luck Zar or a luck 100 Zar, he will probably be my main luck unit. Also tell me if you think they'll ever add the Ultimate Awakening system, or a different stage to Awakening, or another way to strengthen your units. Which another thing we have 2 coming this year, which I completely forgot about, was like the Ultimate Equipment or the Super Equips, where you can only have 1 on a team, but they give you like 1,000 plus on like each stat. It's something insane like that. But hey man, thank you all for coming out. It's been your bro Pete. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. And last but not least, man, don't forget to drink water.